Green Side Up, Part 1, Chapter 3, Creating a Mastermind Group. For those of us who have read Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, which is like, he talks about that right here. That's where this idea comes from. But for those of us who've read that, this is like the Think and Grow Rich is like right behind the Bible, or Harry Potter is one of the most read books out there. But it was by Andrew Carnegie. It was commissioned by Andrew Carnegie. And to talk about what makes people successful. He wanted to know what makes people successful. Andrew Carnegie was like one of the richest dudes way back in the 1920s. He came out of the steel industry, as we'll know, right? And he wanted to know. And one of the things that a lot of the people did is they had was known as a mastermind group. And so this is kind of like, your brain trust, your advisory group, it's not necessarily your board of directors, and certainly not your board of directors. This is something different than having a board of directors on your company, but just people that you go and consult with because, like it's also said in the Bible, where two or three together, I will be there, and other ideas and other resources will come to you that you bounce off, things that you didn't think of yourself as you started to look at a problem, a situation, or consequence of action. So that is a very important kind of component. And again, I'm summarizing what Ed said here and added my own a little bit to it. But what he does say here specifically is most independent business owners are free spirits, not always open-minded as they should be. The entrepreneurial spirit is awesome and the quality, but let's face reality. You don't know what you don't know. And the person on the ground that's never climbed the mountain has a very different perspective from the guy who's been up to the top and been down and can tell you more about it. Now, the thing about our landscaping industry, which he also mentions here, is it's like extremely complex. You need to know about banking, accounting, finance, law, human resources, horticulture, repairing stuff, fixing machines, human relations, management. There's like a ton of stuff to know if you want to get to scale. So if you just want to run and cut some grass, hey, that's part of the thing, that why a lot of people just remain at that level. Like, yeah, this is daunting. I'm not going to get through all this. And in fact, I'm kind of disappointed that Ed starts his book with all these daunting kind of issues because it is overwhelming. But let's face it, it is reality. If we want to grow a business, we have to knock down these hurdles one by one by one by one. And it's probably easier to do it with a team. And what he says, take action. Consider assembling a mastermind group to help guide you and your business. Now, one of the challenges that we see within this is that assembling a team with a bunch of other dudes who are at your same level, if you're going to go play basketball, you want to play basketball with people who are better than you. If you're going to go, play tennis, or you want to play people that are better than you because it raises your average. You need to hang around. We're the sum of the five people that we hang around most often. If we're hanging around a bunch of people who are worse off than us, hey, it may make us feel good. Like, man, don't I know so much? Aren't I so smart? But, that's not the way, right? That's not the way to advance our own selves. If we need to get around those kinds of people. So this is not related to this book, but what we see is peer groups. There are peer groups that we have in the industries. There's ones that we recommend, that we talk to, that we like. Which is called the ACE group. It's just a fantastic way to get out there and meet other owners, other people who've been there up the mountain and come back down to find out and help you figure out what you want to do. So if you want to learn more about those as well, you can click through and get to Providence Training Capital Partners, and we will help you find that information. But that's it from Part 1, Chapter 3. Thank you.